You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
Well, guys, we're going to be talking about Damar Hamlin here in this video. Damar Hamlin, as you guys probably know, we actually covered this yesterday. He has now been cleared to resume his football career. It's only been something like 3 months since he actually collapsed on the football field. Everybody was terrified. It was cardiac arrest. I remember sitting down watching the game. I was like, all right, a player went down. What's the delay? And then like 5 minutes or 10 minutes go by, and then we hear the announcers saying that he was given CPR. And then eventually the game was canceled. It never resumed. It was terrifying. And he was taken to the hospital. Then a few days later, he was actually conscious. And now he's able to play football again. Now, there's some people out there that don't even believe that this is Damar Hamlin right here. There was a rumor going around that it's a clone and all that other stuff. This is really Damar Hamlin. Okay, I want to be clear about that. This is really Damar Hamlin. Now, he had an opportunity with Michael Strahan, I believe over a month ago, where he could have came out and actually said what actually caused his cardiac arrest. He said that he didn't want to talk about that. And we were actually pretty critical of Damar Hamlin, saying, well, you probably should actually come out and say what actually caused you to collapse and almost down the football field, because this could probably actually help save the life of somebody else. We've done a lot of videos on these young athletes just collapsing, dying suddenly. Now, Damar Hamlin's situation seems to be quite different, because in those cases, these young athletes, they weren't even involved in a play, and they were just going down. But in the case of Damar Hamlin, it was clear after a play, about 5 seconds later, he collapsed. Now he has revealed what actually caused his cardiac arrest. It was Komodo quarters. And I remember there was a YouTube video out there the same night or the next night. It was actually this doctor who pretty much speculated this was the cause. This is what happened. And apparently now this is the case. So let's go ahead and listen to Damar Hamlin here in his own words.
So the diagnosis of pretty much what happened to me was basically commotio cordis. It's a direct blow at a specific point in your heartbeat that causes cardiac arrest. And 5 to 7 seconds later, you fall out. And that's pretty much what everyone's seen January 2nd of this year. Commotio cordis is the leading cause of death in youth athletes across all sports. So that's something that I personally will be taking a step in to make a change. And also, with that being said, you know, all the awareness around CPR and the access to AEDs have been lowering that number as well.
All right, so now you heard it right there from Damar Hamlin. Why were you not very comfortable saying this initially with Michael Strahan? You had a golden opportunity to actually reveal what actually caused you to collapse and pretty much die on the football field. And I believe if he actually came out earlier, I believe that people would actually be less skeptical. Now, do I believe this is what actually happened to him? I do believe that. I do believe this is what actually caused him to collapse. It's almost kind of like a needle in a haystack. I remember watching that video of that doctor, and the doctor just pretty much nailed it right on the money, saying that, hey, at a certain rhythm in the heartbeat, contact can happen, and then a few seconds later, the person can collapse. It's almost like hitting a jackpot, it seems, if that's even a good analogy. I'm not even really sure. But, yeah, Damar Hamlin is back. He finally reveals what actually caused him to collapse. And I believe this is what actually caused him to collapse. But why didn't you actually come out there and say this initially? Why now? Why now? Were you kind of traumatized still? I mean, that could have been the case too. Could have been traumatized. I mean, the man was dead on the football field. Okay? He was dead on the football field. But I believe that he had actually let quite a few people down that were actually supporting him, because we were like, what's going on, man? What's going on? But maybe now he's in a pretty good place, knowing that hey, he's fully recovered, he can play now. So maybe his confidence is actually back up again. But just want to make this video real quick, guys, that Damar Hamlin has now broken his silence and revealed what actually caused him to collapse on Monday Night Football. That's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and white sports fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, and we will catch you next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.